this is Patrick, and welcome to some more Tesla news. We've got some fun stuff going on the past week or so with CyberTruck patents, full self-driving, Christmas update, Model Y's top safety picks, even some Roadster news. So stay tuned. There's been a sprinkling of Cybertruck news going on. One of the most recent ones, the 40-60 split folding back seats. And this is actually something pretty common in most trucks, even if they don't have a pass-through to the back. So a lot of people are thinking that this patent that's being shown here, where the back seats fold down, is so that you can get into the vault, which would be nice because the shorter bed on the Cybertruck, relatively speaking, it's a 6.5 foot bed. The seats fold down, then, obviously you could fit something longer in there as well. So that would be really handy if that is the case. But even if it's not the case, a lot of trucks, either the bottom seats fold up or the tops fold down, just to give you more room if you're trying to put things in the back. Regardless, it's a welcome addition to the Cybertruck. Now, and it also shows that the front seats, it's going to be a 6-seater, that the middle front seat, it folds down and it's an armrest with cup holders, which is pretty typical of trucks. It doesn't really look like they're bench seats in the front, which would be pretty cool if they're 3 separate seats for moving around. That would be a very welcome change. That way you can adjust them independently better. Do you think that's going to be a pass through to the back? Also, there's a video of a Cybertruck going around the factory track, and it showed a really big windshield wiper and side mirrors. And man, everybody was like, man, that windshield wiper is just massive. And Elon says, it's a prototype, it's not final. They have a patent on lasers. Elon commented, it's amazing what lasers can do. That'd be interesting that they're going to use lasers for debris shooting off water or whatever's on the windshield. That would be neat. Or, a better way of doing the wipers. The windshield is just massive. So I don't know if they'd end up doing like 3 wipers or 2 different types of wipers, like one coming down from the top and 2 from the bottom, or there's got to be some interesting way. And the Model X, it just doesn't get a lot of the windshield. And their dash is so big on this, it almost seems to me like maybe the top is the way to go, but I don't know how that would store it and how it would affect aerodynamics. There's got to be a better way than the massive windshield wiper that's on there right now. As soon as next month, Elon, in the Q4 earnings call, that he's going to be talking about the Cybertruck. He'll give an update on it. Another patent is the glass. Apparently, they're going to be doing some crazy stuff with being able to bend or put the glass at angles, and possibly using it for the dash. So the dash of the Cybertruck may be glass. And first thing you think is, well, that's stupid. If you get into a wreck, the last thing you want is more glass. But the glass that they're making at Tesla,
sure, yeah.
I mean, even though it did crack, it didn't shatter into shards. And the way they laminate it, it may actually be safer and better than, a normal plastic or wood on the dash or whatever materials are used. I'm not an expert. If you are, comment below. I'd like to get some more information. Tesla has their own R&D for just glass, and how they're doing the dual panes and the multiple layers to lower the outside road noise, especially in the newer Model S, X, 3, Y. And last but not least, this is a little bit older one. I came across it when researching all the patents. This one shows a stovetop that comes out of the back and like a pop-up camper on the back of the Cybertruck. And this was shown when they unveiled the Cybertruck as well. It's kind of like what they're doing with the Rivian. And I got to go to a Rivian event. In fact, I'm going to make a whole video on it because I got a lot of footage. It's actually really cool, the slide-out kitchenette. The thing is, I mean, it'd be all right for like day trips, not like super long. You'd be better off towing a camper, but then you're looking at like half the range is what they're getting on the Rivians. I wouldn't expect a whole lot better on anything, really. So if you're going to go far, that might not be ideal. It would be pretty handy for like if you're staying at a cabin and then you go out and do something and then you come back to the cabin, you got something in between. Or there was a really cool tent that went on the top of the Rivian, which was actually pretty comfy. The nice thing about the Vault is that you can have air conditioning, and that wasn't really something you could do in the Rivian. Let me know if you guys are getting a Cybertruck, if you plan on getting a camper to go with it, or you're going to use a tent or the system that they got. I think it could be a lot of fun. So it is Christmas time, and by the time you're watching this, it's probably Christmas weekend. New updates out, and it's just rolling out as I record this right now. Finally, they're bringing the light show from the Model X, where the doors open and close, minus the auto doors, to all the vehicles. It'll do the song and it'll blink the lights. So that'll be fun. I think, you know, having a couple X's and then some S and Y's or whatever on the end with just the lights make a really cool row. It seems as if the application's been updated on the Model 3s and Ys to be more like the newer refreshed S and X, where it's got a customizable app launcher. They kind of simplified some of the control systems, and now they have a blind spot camera. They have the waypoints, the ability to edit the waypoints finally. They've added TikTok as one of the videos apps that you can launch, as well as Sonic the Hedgehog's cold weather improvements, so you can run the car with a lower state of charge and still heat it up. They just assume you know better than they do on whether or not you're gonna have enough range to make it somewhere. The automatic seat heaters. This is something new for the 3 and Y. It's been on like my Model S Plaid for a while. The ability to manage the dash cam clips from Sentry mode. Finally, you can go in and you can delete them. The full self-driving beta 10.8 is also rolling out, which allows for a full screen view now of the self-driving, which is a really cool visual. And there's reports already, there's less phantom braking, and just all around a better experience. I can't wait to get it. I got it taken away from me on my Model S. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I didn't get any strikes that I'm aware of, but I got a new update that didn't have it. So I'm hoping I get the new update. I've been sitting at 99 for a couple weeks now. My wife still has the full self-driving on the Model X, so I still get to play around with that. Hopefully she gets the update here today or tomorrow. And if there's something significant, I'll post a video about that as well. Oh, and Model Y got awarded the IIHS Top Safety Pick. So because they updated to the Tesla Vision, they're saying that actually works better at preventing hitting pedestrians and small objects and things that radar couldn't see. Hopefully this will help a lot where it couldn't see stationary objects partially parked inside of a lane, like emergency vehicles, where there had been a couple wrecks. And, you know, you're always supposed to be the one in control of the car and responsible for it. Unfortunately, not everybody is, or there may be circumstances where they just didn't realize that the car couldn't do that, and you end up in the situation where there's an accident. So anything they can do to make it better. I mean, it's obviously going to be necessary if you're sleeping in the back seat and the car is doing 100% of the driving, which is supposed to be the future by the end of the year, every year for the past 3 years. Maybe next year is going to be the year. Probably not. But, I mean, I don't know. The full self-driving is really good right now, but it's still, those edge cases, they could be a killer, like literally. The National Highway Transportation Safety Administration launches an official probe into Tesla drivers playing video games with an onboard computer. Me and my son were driving, and he was testing it out, and at least on the Model S Plaid, you can play almost all of the games while driving. It says it asks you if you're a passenger, and this made a lot of sense when it was supposed to have a swivel screen, so it would swivel towards the passenger and they could play games. My main complaint is I couldn't listen to music while he was playing the game. The game took over the music. They let you do it now, but they probably won't after this. I'm sure it's going to be taken away, which is too bad. Now the back seat, which is interesting, in the Model S and X refresh, doesn't have any games yet. It was promised when they announced it almost a year ago, and we still don't have the games. You can watch YouTube videos and the other videos apps over the cellular connection, which is really, really cool, by the way. But you can't play games yet. So hopefully they put CyberPunk on there. Because that's what you want the kids playing, is CyberPunk in the back. Not really. And last but not least, the Tesla Roadster. Sounds like they're sold out of the Founders Edition. So if you have $250,000 laying around burning a hole in your pocket, you're going to have to do something else, like buy Model S Plaid and a regular extended range Model X or something, or the new quad motor Cybertruck. Oh, that's the other thing. I don't know if I've posted a video, but now there's going to be Plaid Cybertruck with, well, I don't know about Plaid, but it's going to be quad motor Cybertruck, and it's going to have four-wheel turning or steering. So it'll be able to act like a tank or do crab walk like the Hummer EV. Thank you guys so much for joining me and talking Tesla. I really enjoy reading through the comments and replying. And thanks everybody, the 10,000 of you or more that have subscribed. I'm hoping to go to CES as long as COVID doesn't get too crazy. I'm fully vaccinated and boosted and all that fun stuff. And everybody's required to have vaccinations to get in, but we'll see. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm at Walking Crow. You can email me directly, pox@twosmartguys.com. Again, if you haven't, please subscribe, like, share this video, and let me know what else you'd like to see. I'll be posting my video on the Holley High Voltage event. There's just so much footage, I just haven't had a chance to get it all together yet. I've been putting snippets of it in the videos ever since, but I've got a whole big old section on that, as well as a Rivian video, a couple products that were sent to me that I'm going to review here, so please stay tuned. I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.
This has been a Two Smart Guys production.